Hey there, Pisces. Welcome to your reading for the week of December 19th. This week, definitely check out astrojar.com for more awesome readers and astrologers. Also, again, a lot of them are doing their 2017 readings now, so you can find all those there. But let's see what's going on for you this week. It's been kind of like I don't want to say a boring week, but it's been kind of a boring week for a lot of people. So let's see what comes up for you. And yeah, Pisces definitely looks a lot better, I gotta say. A couple signs weren't so bad, but and again, it doesn't seem like there's anything bad happening this week. It just seems like there's just nothing happening this week for people. Just kind of, you know, boring, I guess you could say. I don't know how else to say it, but like I said, for you, actually, it looks a lot better. You start off with the Four of Spades. Great card of recovery. It definitely represents recovering from something as well, probably last week. I think last week was maybe a little bit tough for a lot of Pisces, especially at the beginning of the week. Lots of doubts and things like that. I don't remember the astrology off the top of my head because I'm a terrible astrologer, but, I definitely seem to remember looking at Pisces week last week and thinking like maybe the beginning of the week would be a little bit tough, maybe a lot of doubts and maybe even some real negative emotions and things like that. So I think that this week will be very much a recovery and seeing a lot of positivity and positive things happening. I also am got the word new direction. So I definitely think that Pisces are going into a new direction and seeing new things and going in different ways. Ace of Diamonds, very much a Pisces card. I've said it a million times before that Steve Jobs was born under this card February 24th. He was a Pisces, and this card perfectly represents that because he was an innovator. This is a card of innovation. It's a card of doing something new that nobody has ever done before. So a lot of Pisces could be working on projects that they've never done before, or people in general have never done before as well in business. It's also a great card for love, though. You could be innovating your love life, trying maybe dating a different person. I've talked about this before, how I think that, just even in my 2017 readings, that in 2017, 2018, and beyond, I think people are really going to start dating different types of people, and that just means like not the typical person that you would normally date. That's simply what it means. Like, a lot of us have a certain type that we go for. And I think that for a lot of people, that's going to be changing. So a lot of innovation and things like that in our lives in those types of areas, and just changing interests in things, which I think is good. I think it's all positive stuff. But like I said, also a very good card for money and more money coming in. Next, Seven of Spades. Just leaving stuff behind. Again, it's funny, this card always comes up during retrogrades, always during Mercury retrogrades, and I think it's just because during retrogrades, I think sometimes we make those decisions of like changing our mind about things and also things that we don't want to do anymore as well, like work-wise or something. Maybe you're like, you know what, my job sucks, I want something different. So a lot of you could be making those decisions and just getting rid of stuff that you don't want. Next, you have the Six of Clubs. Progress towards goals, progress towards things that you want, and this represents success as well. A lot of card readers just read this card as success, but I read it as a card of progress, and also a card that says you're going in the right direction. It also says if you've been learning about something, especially on your own, if you have been self-educating through courses, books, whatever, that's going to be very profitable for you. Again, I'm sure you're all very sick and tired of me hearing me say this, but I'm going to keep saying it because I think it's important that people who self-educate over the next few years are going to end up, very successful with the things that they self-educate on. So that doesn't just mean money. That means relationships. If you want to learn about relationships, read books about relationships. Get better at relationships, or or better at dating. Whatever, it doesn't matter. But I definitely see that education is important. But this is just a good card of success in general. Next, you have the King of Clubs. I think a male fire sign. Don't get too attached on the male thing. I do feel like for a good majority of you, it could be your father. So if your father is a fire sign, this could definitely be him. I read the King of Clubs as father, as our father. I read the Queen of Hearts as our mother. So in the deck. So this could definitely be your father for a lot of you. For some of you, it could just be somebody else, male or female, doesn't matter, coming in and helping you out this week. I think that, like I said, I think a good majority of you, it's going to be your father if he's still around. For the rest of you, it could just be a very close friend or somebody you look up to. And again, probably somebody who's more mature than you, just older than you. And I think they could be very helpful in offering you some very good advice or even money. It looks like it could even be financial this week and things like that. So they'll be very helpful for you. Next, you have the Ten of Hearts, fortune after difficulty. So again, I feel like last week might have been a little bit tough for Pisces. So, if you're watching this mid last week, which doesn't make any sense, but that would be on the 14th when I release this video. If you're watching on the 14th, just know that next week is a lot better. Very good card for changes, great card for travel, and also great card for future travel, thinking about travel, planning travel out, and planning out all the little details and things like that. And next, you have the Ten of Clubs, same thing, great for future travel, great for planning out all the little details, also represents fortune after difficulty. Old school readers would read this card as extremely good luck coming to you, and also a card of learning, very good card, but great card for money as well. So it looks like a great week. Like I said, a little bit more exciting than everybody else. So thank you for watching and enjoy your week.